Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So we're still very much in this previous area of resistance here. Nothing has really changed from yesterday's analysis. We do have a bit of a triangle forming. I'll get to that now. But apart from that, these are the levels we need to pay attention to right now. So first level is 32,926 and second level is 32,514. So this trend line is pretty much the bottom of the triangle, and then that is the top of the triangle there. So if you start looking at the 3-hour, you can see the rejection here yesterday, and then you've got the buyers coming in. So it's big up, big down, in an upward trend. So my bias is to the upside based on the 3-hour at the moment. Oscillator's easing off quite nicely and separating. So by the time non-farm payrolls comes out, that could have eased off all the way down to the bottom and sort of give you a situation where the oscillator is separating far apart. But this week has been pretty much chaotic. You can see big ups and big downs. Trend is up on the hour as well. You can see we're above the 155. That is my hour trend, and then there is a little sort of different trend line here. So, but this is my main trend line. So, price comes down to this, I'm buying off it. Pretty much moral of the story. So, coming down to 32,600, I'm looking to buy, and probably using a wideish stop loss because it is non-farm payroll. So you can put a limit order down here, 300 odd point stop loss, and if there is any huge moves on non-farm payrolls, it should find support in this level for a move to the upside. The other one is this area here, and I don't really want to be jumping in long at one of these levels here, not during a non-farm payrolls day. I'd rather look for an extreme level, because what would happen, typically what happens is there's a whole lot of noise, there's a massive move, and then the buyers jump in. So you see this massive red candle forming down here, and everybody panics, sell, 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 until it gets to structure, and then the buyers come in and they start buying, 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 and then it just reverses and moves the upside. So that's the one picture. The other picture here is, look at this inverse head and shoulders. There's a shoulder, there's a head, and this is a right shoulder forming. So a break of 32,926 and a retest of that would definitely offer some value. Lastly, because it's a triangle, you've got two apexes here. So, but this is the one apex that I would be paying attention to. That's 32,877. So price breaks below, I'm expecting it to come back to this area. Price breaks above, I'm expecting it to come back to this area. So if it does break above, a good long entry will be here. If it does break the downside, you would expect some kind of rejection here, but we're in an uptrend, so I wouldn't take a short because we're in the uptrend. Lastly, on the 15 minutes, I don't think anything changed on this. No, just chaos. You can see no real direction. We're waiting for non-farm payrolls, so that's kind of the view we've got. These gaps are still open to the downside as well, which is why I'm saying somewhere down in this area, 32,500, somewhere 32,600 on this trend line is a fairly decent setup, where you can end up with a 200, probably 200 or 300 odd point stop loss for a 1-to-1 trade. I'll target that, which would be 300 points. So that's kind of my view at the moment. But it is sideways, so if you are risk adverse, then just close your laptops and wait for next week rather than try and anticipate. But sometimes with non-farm payrolls, within 3 or 4 minutes, you can make your target pretty quickly if you are just trading off the extreme levels and not the levels too close to price. That's the bottom line. Anyway, that's it for me. Nothing really going on, so we'll have to wait for non-farm payrolls to see what the direction is going to be. I'm anticipating a continuation to the upside, though. I think non-farm payrolls is just a blip at the moment, and then we'll be waiting for something big around the economy next week. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you next week on Monday morning. Cheers for now.